Yes, mate.
Not enough's been fucking made of this cashless society 15-minute city
Yeah,
bullshit.
I know, mate. I know.
Fucking disgrace.
Do you know about the light paper?
Never heard of you.
Well, this is the one that is sort of leading the charge for paper-wise anyway in physical media. So that's like it talks about that. It talks about 15-minute neighbourhoods. Talks about
They got it in China now, haven't
Kaz. Yeah, that's what they want. They call it it's called the We app. So it's the app for everything. So eventually they want us all to be on. It's all connected with the cashless society and the CBDC. That's the central bank digital currency.
Zuckerberg and his fucking Facebook team went over to China.
Yeah. So Elon Musk as well. Funny enough, he did the same as well. Yeah.
I thought he was one of our fucking saviours.
If you really look into his past, you'll
for
find out.
You've ruined him for me now. I thought he was the only.
Well, he sells electric vehicles. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought
and it's all
were the only fuckers we could
it's all based on green credit subsidies as well. So he won't lower the price of his electric cars to compete with diesel and petrol models, right? So he just pretends that, oh yeah, it's worth more. So then he gets taxpayer money. He gets our money to subsidise it for you to buy one cheaper. But all you're doing
I get the subsidies.
Yeah, but he's all for the green credits, you see. So he'll cash in the green credits.
Yeah, but he was on Joe Rogan a few months ago complaining about Biden.
Yeah.
Everybody to go electric, but not giving the mining permits to get the cadmium, the nickel, all that bollocks.
Yeah, exactly,
At
mate.
least that Javier Milei stuck a rocket up him. Don't ruin it for me as well.
That the Argentine. I say, look at the people he's met, mate. He went and met. First person he met when he became president. He went and met Bill Clinton. I mean,
you've got to meet these people. You can't not.
I know, but Bill Clinton, of all the presidents, all the former presidents, not Trump, not anyone like that. No.
26 times he was on the Liter Express.
I mean, I know. Yeah. You too, mate. You want any more? For you all right? Have a look at that, mate. Have a thumb through it, yeah. No. Well, leave that somewhere. Leave that in a cafe or something or whatever. Once you're done, finish. Yeah, have a look at it. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Right, sorry guys, that was instant. Oh, thank you, Mayfair. It's actually coming to an end now. It's actually busy. I gave away a lot of papers. It was like almost non-stop, but we're in Sittingbourne at the moment at this busy junction with all the big corporation shops. This is always a great thing to do. So you've got people finishing up and they take the signs down now. So it won't be too long of a scream, but there's quite a few of us here. I reckon there's about 20 to 30 again people, and it's just you shift so much of these papers. So I reckon today we're giving out 1,000. I would say that. I don't know the exact number because what happened is the main lady Claire, who's got the most papers, she puts them into bag for life, and there's 100, so you can tally up just by looking at the empty bags. So if there's 10 empty bags, you go, well, that's 1,000, isn't it? So, but because she arrived a bit late, because she got a flat tire, what we did was we just had to, any of the light that we had, so I had, for example, 50 in my van, just like randomly, so, and then other people had a few things, and luckily it connected with when Claire then arrived. So it was pretty good timing. So, but because obviously we all ad hocly took it from our boots and all that, we don't actually know how many we've distributed because obviously we weren't counting. Do you see what I mean? So, so I would estimate I was giving them out non-stop. I must have given out about at least 200 at least. So I reckon there's about 1,000. That's a conservative guess, probably maybe a bit more, 1,100, 1,200. So it will be basically that sort of thing. So, but this is important, guys. This is the bread and butter. Like, I'm not being funny, but all those other types of events, stand in the park and all of that, they're catering for people who are already awake. All these events, Richard Vos speaking Dorking a few weeks ago, all of that, they're catering for people who are already awake. Because you have to be in the movement to know who Richard Vos is, for example. If you speak to anyone here that's passing by, they go, all right, mate, you heard of Richard Vos? I go, no, never heard of him. Right? So this is the bread and butter to getting people, certainly entry level, into the gate entry, into being a bit more aware of what's going on. And there's a lot of people who understand what is going on. So stand in the park's still great, but it's kind of become redundant and irrelevant because Stand in the Park was created because of the lockdowns. So people had somewhere to go, you know, pretending that they are walking their dog, but you know what I mean? Or people without dogs, they're pretending to go somewhere. But now it's just become a bit of a nice sort of social. Don't get me wrong, that's fine, but it's not waking up people. It doesn't do anything to gain new members because you have to know about Stand in the Park already and know about the location to go to. Maybe a neighbour will bring their neighbour, but it's not a mass. It's like I said, well, with that 1,000, I'm not saying everyone will look at that, but I would say, again, conservative estimate, about 20% of the people who've taken a paper, 200 of them, will probably seriously look at that paper. Like there's a guy I was just chatting to at the start of the stream, you heard. He's totally awake, he's aware of 15-minute neighbourhoods, he's all of that, but he wasn't aware of the light paper. Now he knows about it. He's like, oh, thanks for telling me. See, the yellow boards have done that today. That's just one guy in a span of, how long have we been live? Within 5 minutes being live, that guy now knows about the light paper. So it is the bread and butter. So this is what I'm saying. It's not glamorous. There's no ego involved. See, I think personally, a lot of the reasons why a lot of big names don't turn up to this is because you're equal to everyone else. You're just holding a sign and giving out a paper. You aren't making a grandiose speech and look at me, I'm talking. There's none of that. It's just average people. Just, here you go, mate. Here's a paper. Look at this. This is the paper they don't want you to know about. This is the paper that the BBC want to censor. So stand in my pants. Yeah, exactly. So it's the bread and butter. So Royce, you should be giving out light papers out in Davos. But I wouldn't recommend it though. You probably would get in a lot of trouble for it. So we're in Sittingbourne. People don't realise there's a sign. It's not. I must say, it's not a glamorous place. I've got to say, it's near Sheerness, Isle of Sheppey. So, but now we're going to go off. Some of us are going to probably pop to the pub, maybe, and then we're going to an event near Ashford, in a little village off Ashford. Goddish. Oh, I don't know what it's called. Goddisham or something like that. So we're going to go to that, and it's, I don't know, some guys bringing some thing to call, you know, whatever. I'm not really into that, but we'll listen to what you have to say. Could be interesting, and it's a little bit of a social as well. Because, you know, we've done our work today, guys. We've done it. Do you know what I mean? So that's the, so... How many papers do you reckon?
Depends how many.
I'm live at the moment as well, just saying.
Okay, if Claire might have bought about 1,800.
In case you try chatting me up or something like that, you know, like all women. Yeah, go on.
Not like all women.
Yeah.
I reckon we had about 600 from Sittingbourne lot, and then whatever we brought up with us.
I reckon 1,000.
More than that.
Yeah, I think so too. 1,200.
15.
Really, 15.
I'm going to take a punt for 15.
I've taken a conservative estimate and I've said 1,100, 1,000 to 1,100.
Okay.
But that's a very, you know, I'm playing safe.
You're playing safe.
I'm playing safe here. So, but we don't know now because obviously we used all of our own papers, whereas Claire's is usually in a bag. So you put 100 in a bag, so you just count the bags. You just go, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 10 bags, so there's 1,000. See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what she does. So we can't do that now because we use my papers, which are not in a bag. It's just simply, I think there's 25 or 50 there. And then other people use their ones as well. They literally opened up brand new ones. Yeah. So now it's you just have to guess.
I reckon if there's about
see what I mean?
There could have been about 600 from the Sittingbourne lot, I think.
Carl Mids, the Jaeger bombs are on me. He wants me to go spoon, and the Jaeger bombs are on him. I heard I've not been